All right, it says I'm live. It is 9:44 p.m. Central Time. Brother Mitchell Reese in the house. I see you changed your um, profile picture there. I want to wait till a few more people get in. I want to start. I know it's late. Start picking at people's brains when it comes to the truth that is being withheld, and if you believe that the truth is being withheld, then please let me know. Um, all right, biblical ways. I see you. Please don't. The next question, please don't ask if you can join the stream. I'll bring you up after a while. But real quick, I know it's late. Got Brother Mitchell in the house, Biblical Ways, Sister Kelly in the house, Rudy Mills in the house, Sister Rhonda R, Layla, Elusive Night. That's a cool name. Michelle's in the house. Action Jackson in the house. Super Big J. Thanks. D's in the house. God bless you, sister. In Sunshine's in the house. I just got done watching the interview with Wake Up with Dr. Paul Cottrell. I was very, very excited for her, and I'm proud of her. Extremely proud of her. But I was matter of fact, before I knew that she was live, I was sending Dr. Paul a text message to find out if he's heard any more word on the CDC suppressing possible cases in the state of New York. My beautiful daughter, Haven Welsh, in the house. Love you, baby girl. Love you more than life itself. She's a night owl. When I say a call to all patriots, now Sister Rhonda R shared me a link, which I read through, and I did just like she did. Not out of fear, I went ahead and deleted it. Basically, what I've been talking about for years, Capricorn 59, God bless you. Thank you for coming in and showing your support. When it comes to Agenda 21, Agenda 30, Georgia Guidestones, y'all keep hearing it. Yeah, we've heard it before, this and that, blah, 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 blah. When it comes to this virus, it's like a distraction. Now I'm starting to get aggravated. Just got here. What happened? Tammy, no. Nothing just happened. But, well, actually a lot just happened. But when it comes to this virus, the coronavirus, which, we're getting so many different, numbers from China and from our own government. We can always talk about that we can't trust our own government. Ladies and gentlemen, I strongly believe that there is a huge, thought that was my dog back there, huge chance that we will be seeing shortly medical martial law. We're already seeing it in Los Angeles. People are oblivious to it. Los Angeles, these people, even though they're in their own homes and they're being monitored, that's a form of medical martial law. We've talked about it before. King Christopher, Paul 477, Hutchison, 790 million on lockdown. All right. You tell me if there was 790 million people on lockdown, then we have a problem, a serious problem, a dangerous one to many, the ones that fear death, the ones, the elderly, the young, etc. Medical martial law is not possible. Okay, scrapping dude. Okay. Now, I have to beg to differ from you. I'll put you right up there. So if you want to be a little YouTube famous, scrapping dude. Medical martial law is not possible. Now, what's happening to the people in Los Angeles? The 1,000 people under quarantine, not allowed to leave their house, are checked daily for any symptoms. That's a form of martial law, what many call medical martial law. So you, out of most of the people on YouTube and many others, such as the Common Sense Show, a bunch of other truther channels talking about medical martial law, but only you are the one with the answer. That's not martial law. Exactly. Medical martial law is basically going to be something new. Now, look what happened when China went ahead and put Beijing into martial law. It's a form of medical martial law. They're going to call martial law because of an emergency, a pandemic, etc. So you put two and two together. It's almost slang for martial law. Anyways, actually, FEMA has asked the president to claim martial law and allow them to have control. Absolutely, Brother Vern. I saw that on Blazing Press, and I saw the article as well. And President Trump said, he'll get back to them. What FEMA wants is control of the CDC. I work in the government. Trust me. I saw we are making plans as we speak for a pandemic. Thank you there, Decipher, and awesome video you had uploaded today. All right, put that up top there. Once again, Decipher, I work in the government. Trust me, I saw we are making plans as we speak for a pandemic. So, okay, what's the difference between medical martial law or just martial law, etc.? The numbers don't add up. And I was hoping by now that not even the CDC, that something would have gotten exposed. But, you go on mainstream media, all you do is you see about the upcoming elections and the Iowa caucus. You hear about New Hampshire and Bernie Sanders and all that. This is extremely important. This is a matter of life and death if you're afraid of dying. And everything is being censored. So to me, this goes right back to my beliefs about Agenda 21. And people, oh, that's a conspiracy. Look it up. Look up Agenda 21. Look up the actual documents. From the UN. Even the signatures, how they want to, like the stack and pack homes. You see them going up everywhere. They're just like huge apartment buildings made out of just cheap ass wood, etc. They're up real quick. Basically, stack and pack. If you check out Agenda 21, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And when it comes to the global elitists, what they want, the global elites, they want power. It's not even, everybody thinks it's money. No, they have so much money, they cannot even spend it. But they want power. They want to be the kings, queens, and feel like gods over us peasants. That's why I believe it's Agenda 30. I don't know if they want I'd have to see. I forgot. I don't have my notes here, but China is a lot different than America. But okay, well, you snapping dude, stay asleep behind the wheel, brother, because this virus that's already been proved that it is engineered and is way stronger than influenza, the flu, but we still lose 30 to 50,000 a year just from the flu, I believe they said. And now that we have something that's pretty much unstoppable, but you know better, right? Wake up. I am so proud of you. I watched that whole interview with Dr. Paul Cottrell, and you did a fantastic job interviewing him. Hey, Vern, you mind if I bring you up real quick? Because some of these people might not even know what Agenda 21 or Agenda 30 is, even the Georgia Guidestones. More military bases will be added as quarantine zones soon also. Okay, now why on earth would, because I believe it's between 11 to 25 military bases that are preparing to be quarantine zones. Would they do that for just a simple view or the flu? Sorry, I'm just agitated at the whole the hush hush. You know, in the eyes of our government and the leadership, we are just we're less than peasants. We're garbage. We're shit. We're nothing to them. They don't they're born with the silver spoon up their backside, so to speak. All right, so they can't relate to middle class America or even the poor. You know, they're like, wow, your crib wasn't $300,000 when you were a baby. You didn't have a nanny. You didn't have, so they can't relate to us. But you have these multi-billionaires that have done some terrible things in life when it comes to sinning. They don't want to die. They're going to do anything and everything they can to stay alive. And what's the best way to do that? And they want to have that, like I said, be a god over planet Earth. So first, that's when you hear about Agenda 21, and then Agenda 30. If the Georgia Guidestones are correct, and Agenda 30 is correct, well, guess what? You're gonna have the Bill Gates. You're gonna have these big elites sitting there with a planet that is only holding, just say, $1 billion, which they wanted less than $1 billion. So need a link. All right, brother, I'll send you a link real quick because people think this is a joke and fear mongering. And I'm, a little agitated. Just bear with me here real quick. I'm going to send Vern Prep and Survival a link. We're going to have trolls on here, and let them say their piece. Don't go ahead and delete all of them unless they start talking some vulgar, nasty crap about dry hump and dried up fecal matter in Los Angeles. Nancy Pelosi spoke about Agenda 21. Doobie said, good point. There is so much to Agenda 21. It's huge, so you have to go through all the documents to find out. Basically, even with the Bundy Ranch thing, our federal government, which they're not even allowed to, want to seize land. And the whole agenda for Agenda 21, basically, like I said, it's to have these stack and pack homes, that hold hundreds of thousands, and they can have California, they can have Wyoming, they can have the Yellowstone, all that with no people. And apparently they can build their mansions there and live, freely, and maybe bring back slavery. I don't know. But depopulation is stuff that is real. It's documented. That's what pisses me off when people say, oh, it's fear porn, when it's actually documented, when they release classified documents after a while. So Vern, we have different beliefs, but we do believe that shit's coming.
Yep.
Now, I believe we're living a very...
It's on its way and it's here.
Right. And then I saw he must have jumped off or whatever. Exactly. We are definitely in my faith, and a lot of us in the chat, we are living in the last days. We are the last generation, because the Bible even said about pestilence, and all kinds of stuff. I mean, it would blow your mind if you've never read the Bible, and if you read the book of Revelation. Everything's playing out to a T. The New World Order. Did you see where the Pope just the other day or a week ago or something was talking about a one world religion again? That's that I've heard of it. That he actually went, and I don't know if he was interviewed or he, some kind of document, but he's trying for a one world religion. That's another huge sign when it comes to our Bible. When it comes to the book of Revelation, they talk about a one world government and a one world religion, and then they talk about the Antichrist. But like I said, Vern, he has his beliefs, and he's still, he's my brother. He's a dear friend, and his beliefs kind of tie in with the Bible in many ways. But let's get back to these numbers that they're hiding. A lot of people think that the CDC gives out the real numbers, etc. The CDC is just as corrupt as Homeland Security, etc. And was it you that sent me that link? Yeah, it was you, Vern, that sent me the link that China, before all this came out, went in front of World Health.
Oh yeah, when they asked, they asked the NWO to not announce it or something like that. Yeah, I sent you
the
World
Health, the World Health Organization. I've actually got it here. I can, I got it on the phone, but they, China, basically told the World Health Organization, hey, keep this coronavirus on the down low. We got it under control. And they talk about how there's so many powerful people and, lobbyists, etc. in China that they actually swayed the health organization, World Health Organization, basically to keep their mouths shut. A matter of fact, I'm gonna have to search through here and find that link, which it was very short. But
well, and something other people don't understand is I believe the United States is even hiding what's going on here.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. They're absolutely if they are told by the powers that be that are way above, I'm a Trump supporter, but I know Trump doesn't pull the strings. If you're wide awake, pardon me, you definitely know that the global elites, the Rockefellers, everybody thinks George Soros is so powerful. George Soros is basically a puppet for the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds and the 10 people that are above them, the ones that basically run the world and determine what war is going to be where. It's like a game of chess to them. Like I said, it's all about power.
The 13 bloodlines.
The 13 bloodlines. See, if you haven't heard that, look that up as well.
And then look at that article I sent you the other day about what they're pulling off the southern border.
They're saying that there's not even one. I just saw a thing on the news saying they are still hiding Fukushima. Yeah, Prophet Easy One. Yeah, the radiation. And actually, they're taking some people off of that ship in Japan, the Diamond something or other. And they're taking them 3 hours away to Fukushima to be quarantined. But go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
That link I sent you about what they're taking off the southern border and putting in the sanctuary cities to look for the illegals.
Right.
Now, if people like me who think outside the box, when you take the elite of the elite, most experienced fighters of the drug cartels off the southern border and say, oh, we're putting them in the cities to grab the illegal aliens. No, that's an excuse.
Right.
That's an excuse. They're bringing the people on the ground like that, they're bringing them in for something that's a hell of a lot worse.
Right.
There's something else going down. I mean, these are used to straight up combat with the drug cartels coming out of Mexico.
Oh, absolutely.
And they're claiming they're going to use them to round up illegal aliens.
Right. You know how much filth and drugs that our CIA is involved in? You all have to really do your research on declassified documents. I can't remember the name. I'll do a video on it. It's like military-something.gov, where actual documents, after they're declassified, you can read them, and it will blow your freaking mind.
It's what, 5 or 10 years, something like that. They can be declassified.
I believe it's 10 years.
Yeah, and then they just scratch out the parts they don't want you to see.
Right. Hold on, real quick. I just seen brother Mark in the house. Sorry, I've been gone. My mother died. Oh, JP, I'm sorry, brother. Wow. Well, that threw me off course there. But you know what, brother JP, she's in a much better place right now. I'm telling you. Shoot, she's probably looking down on you, smiling right now, and knowing that she's out of this crazy, corrupt, garbage world that we live in. So, anyways, prayers for you, your son, and prayers for your mother, your mom, and yeah, we love you, brother. Hang in there. I'll give you a shout tomorrow, or a phone call, because it's a bit late here after we get off here. So I know exactly what it's like because my mom committed suicide roughly, it's about almost 4 years now. Her and my daughter were my best friend. So anyways, not to get off topic, my heart breaks for you, brother. It truly does. But I want to play this link that that Vern sent me. When it comes to
and in other news, according to a new report, China has been pressuring the World Health Organization in an effort to stop it from declaring the novel coronavirus outbreak a global health emergency.
Let me start it from the beginning. Just listen how
it was Crystal Gypsy who sent me that.
Okay, Crystal Gypsy sent it. Yeah, she's great. Just listen how corrupt the well, we know China, the commies, and all that stuff. But just listen how corrupt even the World Health Organization is.
And in other news, according to a new report, China has been pressuring the World Health Organization in an effort to stop it from declaring the novel coronavirus outbreak a global health emergency.
According to a new report from French newspaper Le Monde, China pressured the World Health Organization not to declare the coronavirus a global health emergency. The emergency label imposes restrictions on travel and the transport of goods, something China had hoped to avoid. To try and prevent the restrictions, Beijing mobilized its allies to exert their influence over the organization, which is a sub-agency of the United Nations. These countries put pressure on members of the emergency committee and organization leadership. As a result, the agency held an emergency meeting on January 22nd, but ultimately, it decided not to determine the outbreak a public health emergency at the time. China claimed it's no longer a third world country and had the means to deal with the crisis on its own. Likewise, the organization's Director General Tedros Adhanom praised China. He said the country acted quickly to share new developments with the world. Many netizens were unimpressed with his comments. Some even started a petition to demand his resignation. In the end, the agency did declare the virus a global emergency on January 30th, but by then the virus's spread was already out of control.
You see how corrupt the government is in all aspects, even FEMA, the CDC, all these like FEMA, etc. You know, this, y'all don't realize that this is not fear porn like we say all the time. This shit's real. Pardon my French. Eric, who knows, is in the house. Emergency preparedness experts are urging Americans to stock up on supplies, and so they can shelter in place. I'll put that right up top there, right there. That's huge news. Do I believe it? You're damn right I do, because that's what's coming our way. That's what's coming over the horizon. But what happened, Vern? Like you were the one that sent me that link. So basically, China, I don't know if they paid him off or threatened him or whatever. Probably
they probably just told him we have it under control. It's not going to be. That's why they were up at. They bounced up and bounced down, bounced up, bounced down on whether or not they were going to announce it. It just takes China to say, "Oh, here's the numbers. We have it under control."
but there's a lot of them that are on the payroll. I'm telling you that.
Yep. But
And
right where they didn't let the WHO in yet, they wouldn't let the CDC in yet, they wouldn't let any other country in yet. They had no one to go against their word.
Right. Exactly. And they're saying they're not a third world country. There's a portion of China that's not, but all around the outskirts of China are pretty much like North Korea. If you do research on China, it will blow your mind. And when it comes to Christianity, you know, it's terrible. They kill so many people, and that's another thing too. They kill Christians. They kill their own people with the social credit score, etc. They really don't care how many people are dying, but they're lying because you heard it. They didn't want the World Health Organization to say it was basically a global pandemic, because it would affect their airlines, basically just screw up their economy. So let's just keep it on the DL. And oops, sorry, everybody else is getting sick. Yeah, that's one thing. But guess what? When it comes to the deep state, when it comes to the New World Order, when it comes to the real people that run this earth, my brother used to tell me this when I was younger, because I'd be like, oh, the president, this and that. He said, the president doesn't run this country, little brother. And he said, the powers that be, there are people that are even above the Rockefellers and stuff that we don't even know about. Ministers of Satan, like Prophet Easy One always says. That's why we're living in very biblical days, prophetic days.
Yep.
And go ahead.
Rhonda R., our government warned us months ago to have 6 months worth of food and water. And you know what? That was about a month and a half before I started my channel. So that was almost 7 months ago that the government came out and said, have 6 months worth of food and water.
I remember when that happened, and a lot of people were talking about that scientists knew about a big earthquake that was coming and this and that. Turns out, I don't think it was an earthquake. I believe they knew exactly what they were talking about.
And then you had other channels were trying to attach it to the lights going out in Venezuela. Oh, that's what's going to go on in America. No, they knew something was coming.
Mm-hmm.
For them to tell America, get 6 months worth of food.
Right. And I'm, when it comes Luciferians, absolutely. Locke, can Eric, what is that? Just jumped up.
Can Eric, who knows, share the link he has for the emergency preparedness experts?
Absolutely. You're welcome to share any links that you all want on here. You don't have to ask. And if you got a wrench and you want to put something up for people to see, as long as it's not like somebody opens it up and it's two donkeys, going batshit crazy at it, or elephants or something pooping. If it has something to do with truth that could possibly save someone's life, please share links on here. Everybody is welcome. And if you have a channel, once again, please say, hey, guess what? They got a channel. Could you all check me out? If you're a truther channel, or you know what I mean? I'm not a begly. I'm not so, this and that. But while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to tell you what, I will talk about this. There's 104 in the house right now. The video that I did towards the Watchman, guess what, Watchman? Like I said, it's not over yet. And I know everybody's going to say forgive and blah, 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 blah. I know, Raul. But, if you would have seen, I'm going to read some of these text messages from the Watchman. I'm going to make you famous, brother. I already told you I would.
While you're digging that up, Truck Dog 1. So what about the people who can't afford to run out and buy preparing stuff? Go to your churches,
Yeah, exactly.
Go to your food banks, go to stuff like that. Get your normal things and incorporate that in as ways to get food and to prepare with it.
Right. Well, here's real quick. That's you, the Watchman. You don't have to worry. I'm not showing your number. I said, he sent some crazy stuff. And I said, okay, you will regret saying that to me. Is exactly what I said. And he said, because you are a man of Satan and use primal mind. Sorry, friend. God is way above you as I am above you. And then he said, where did your daughter get pregnant? Anyway, being that she's with another woman. This is shit from the freaking Watchman. Dude, I'm telling you, if I was face to face with you, oh my God, I would drop you in a heartbeat. And I don't mean shooting you, I would beat the brakes off you. And he says, are you prepared to take care of a baby in a world that is falling apart? Um, and I said, she was raped, you mother, pardon my French, fucker. And then he just kept going on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So, but there's a lot more to it. So everybody that's wondering what's going on with the Watchman deal, that's what's going on, because my daughter is, she's proud. She's she's my life. She's my everything. But she is she's gay. She likes girls more than guys. I don't blame her. We stink, we smell, but him to get mad because I didn't turn my back on my daughter, and he said, I can't be on this channel no more. Yeah, go ahead, kick rocks. Well, we don't care. I don't care. I don't want you on here anyways. But say I'm a man of Satan? Are you kidding me? And I'm telling you what, when it comes to Grand Supreme News, he was on there. He took the phone. This shows you how selfish and ignorant he is, and how self-absorbed he is. He took that phone from Grand Supreme for, I guarantee you, 2 hours on that live stream, maybe even longer. And then when he put the phone up to his mom's ear, his mom's in her 80s or something like that, with cancer, and he was like making her, he was asking questions like, well, what do you think about this, Mom? And how about, I'm thinking, that poor little old lady, I felt so bad for her. Could you imagine the Watchman yapping in your ear every day? Ma, 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 and reading scripture and telling you how great he is and how bad the world is. Watchman, if you see this, anyways, other than that, I'm not dropping it, but I just want to let you all know there's a lot worse texts on there. But go to Grand Supreme News, his last call-in show, the first caller, the Watchman. 2 hours later, thank God, finally, Brother Mike got a chance to get in there. Might have been 2.5 hours. Okay, now I'm starting to be like the Watchman. I won't shut up and let Vern talk.
I was letting you do your rant.
Yeah, I had to get that off my chest. My daughter is my life. And how on earth can you turn your back on your own child? And there are so many people out there, grown adults, that had their parents turn their back on them. I've had my family turn their back on me. You see right here from alcohol, sober life, one day at a time, because of, I screwed my life up here and there from falling off the wagon. But you think I'm going to say, Avon, baby girl, as long as you like girls, I have nothing to say to you. And that happens every single day. That's why there's such a high rate of suicide when it comes to people in the homosexual community. I don't want to know what's going on. If you're gay and you're a dude, I'll be your friend. But I don't want to walk in your house and the whole house smell like sweat and ass because you and your boyfriend just got, you know what I mean? What goes on behind closed doors, that's fine. But even in the chat here, you're welcome, and hopefully you'll find God. You never know. That's why we don't block people. We don't block people from this channel that are either seeking God or non-believers, because there might be one thing we say that puts a spark in their ear, and they might check out the Bible, this and that, or what happens, with my daughter. She's my life, my world, but that's between her and God. It's not between me and my daughter. How the hell can you sit there, some freaking piece of garbage on YouTube that's been blocked from over 50 channels, come on here and tell me basically I need to turn my back on my daughter, and then send me a whole bunch of text messages, nasty ones that I won't even read to you all. So anyways, if you were wondering what was going on last night in Grand Supreme's chat and why I was so aggravated and I made that video, that's the reason why. And I will totally, I'll drop it from this platform now, and we'll get back on topic. So anyways, much love to you all. And all right, so when it comes to the CDC, Patrick T's in the house. Long time no see, brother. I figured you skipped town and unsubscribed. 100% locked in faith, loaded in his word. Thank you, brother. I'm telling you, people, it's time to really, really, really get, locked and loaded, because just because President Trump is in office, there's a lot of shit going behind his back and way above him that he might not have no clue about. I honestly don't believe that Trump has any clue about Agenda 21, or what the real globalists have in store for us all around the world, And if you think that it can't happen here, it's already here, but it hasn't exploded yet. You know what I mean?
Look at the speech that got JFK killed.
Oh,
talking about taking down the government.
Go ahead.
Taking down the government, inside the government, and secret societies. He wanted to bring them all to light.
He said he would shatter them into a million pieces, and then he took one in the back of the head, and Lee Harvey Oswald shot him. Yeah, right. My ass.
Shot came from the sewer.
So, truck dogs in the house. What come from the sewer?
The shot.
Ashley Boyer pointed. I don't know what that means, but if I said your name right, Ashley Boyer. Hello, welcome. I don't know if I believe you're new. Welcome to the family. I love how Mitchell does this. Mitchell, I love the new profile picture too, but he's got the two fingers pointing to thumb up the chat.
Yeah.
If you're new to the channel, we call Brother Mitchell the link ninja, because he throws out links like throwing stars. Watch this. Hey, Brother Mitchell, can I get a link of Vern's Prep and Survival channel, so anybody that sees Vern in this picture right here, they could just click on the link that's in the chat to Vern's channel, Vern's Prep and Survival. Hopefully, watch them make a liar of me. Lick the like. What the heck does that mean? Oh, there it is. There it is. That fast. Look at that. Bada boom, bada bing. Usually he's faster. You're slacking. I think it's late, buddy.
One too many left-handed cigarettes.
Right. THC coming out of his ears. Trump knows Trump can only do so much. The CDC may be telling him it's not as bad. Exactly. That's the point I'm getting at is, they could be lying to him. The powers that be, y'all don't realize who's in control of the government are very satanic, very dangerous, very, very greedy. And like I said, Sister Rhonda R., oh, your son's birthday is tomorrow? Vern, never mind, I can't ask on here. Shit. I almost slipped up.
No, not yet.
I'm sub Vern. Watch the TP build from Capricorn 59.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Cool. Once again, I want to talk about Awake Up. She did that interview with Dr. Paul Cottrell. Extremely proud of her. Thumbs up. Good job. I didn't even have, if I would have known you wanted to interview him, I'd have got a hold of him. But just spoke to him. Well, he returned my text just a few minutes ago. But Bubba News is supposed to be interviewing him tomorrow. So if you hear me there, Dr. Paul, don't forget that you have that interview with the Bubba News. I should start getting paid. I'm gonna be his manager. But yes, wake up. Very proud of you once again. I mean, you did a great job. And I'll tell you a funny story. Is I was sitting there, and I texted him. I won't even read it. Oh, that's the Watchman. All his text messages, Paul. My first text to him was, I said the caller was definitely telling the truth. And I said, at 8:21 p.m., any more news on the CDC in New York? ? Didn't hear back from him. Usually I hear back from him like that. And then, so I'm scrolling through and I see a Wake Up's channel. And I was like, cool, live stream. Clicked on it. Boom. There's Dr. Paul Cottrell. I was like, hell yeah, she got him. That's, you did a great job. The Bubba News. That's Joe's been itching all day. Look at that, Mitchell Reese with that cockeyed look right there. He is the link ninja. Bugging out will be useless. I believe that absolutely the same way. I believe in bugging in because you'll be exposed to the virus, if that's what you're talking about, or just
Choppers flew quarantine boundaries last week.
Oh, okay. The quarantine will be created. Lethal weapons. Yeah, happy. That's what I was gonna say. Happy birthday. 17. He didn't. So he's gonna be turning 17.
Yep. Well, no.
Sister
He
Rhonda,
must be turning 18 because he's 17 going on 30.
is that what she said?
I think so. Well, that's the way the saying goes. She's 14 going on 25, or 12 going on 30. And she said 17 going on 30, so he must be turning 18. That's just the way I understand that all the time.
Well, that's what I used to say about my daughter. Yeah, she's, 15 going on 25 or whatever. But yeah, Sister Rhonda, if you could type in the name, which son is turning, we know it's real bad if the internet goes down.
Yep.
Something's happening.
Oh, he will be 17. Now, which one of he's 16 going on 30.
All right. What's his name? We know the names, but I don't know which one is the oldest that's turning 17. Doobie in the house. Rhonda. No, he never did. I was blessed. However, I was like that. Okay. I'm missing certain chats. Still got 85 in the house, and then we'll jump back on to Agenda 21, Georgia Guidestones. Start prepping. Check out Vern's Prep and Survival channel on what to put in a bug out bag, etc. Now, me personally, I'm not bugging out. The only time I'll be bugging out is if jump on a motorcycle or something and go snatch up my daughter. My Vern. I know. Dalton. All right, everybody. Dalton's birthday's tomorrow. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dalton. You better listen to your mama or we'll come for you. All right, there you go. There's your happy birthday, Dalton. Listen to your mama. She brought you in this world. She can take you out. All right. Now, Vern, What is the exact number when it comes to Agenda 30? I don't remember how much they plan to be. Mr. Still Willing. Hey, Rand, can you tell them that I'm trying to get on?
Do what?
Hey, I don't know. Hey, Wrenches, can you tell them? Do they keep blocking you? If they're blocking you, it's because you're saying something gnarly. But you got to know another thing too. Everybody, no offense, but the Watchman has many accounts. So if we see a troll on here, it's not surprising that it's the Watchman. I don't care. But anyways, hey, Locked and Loaded. Remember months ago, even Homeland Security was saying people. Yeah, Vern just talked about that. The government said stock up on 6 months.
Yep.
They know what's coming down the pipeline. But when I say a call to all patriots, it's time to get locked and loaded.
He said he's not a troll. He wants to add his feed. The Mr. Still Winning.
You can add whatever. If you can pass it on to a moderator, you're more than welcome. I can't just right off the rip give you a wrench because you would do something like the Watchman did before, and so you give them a wrench and then start deleting a whole bunch of people real fast. So asking about joining. Well, check me out. You're here in the chat. We accept everybody, you know. So if you come in the chat and you're subscribed, you are definitely a part of the Locked and Loaded family. No, I'm good. Check me out. I definitely will. But are you wanting a wrench so you could put a link up, or would you rather put the link in the comments section afterwards? Joining the stream. Oh well, heck. Okay, never mind. All right. I thought he meant he wanted a wrench and put something in the. Yeah, give me. Well, here's my. Hold on, my email.
I thought he wanted to put the link to his channel also. That's why I was reading it. Oh, from near the Canadian borders, the choppers have quarantine boundaries. I bet you they're looking for things coming across. That's not a quarantine boundary. It's probably United States boundary, making sure people ain't coming in. You know, people who's escaping from Japan or whatever.
I heard there's a lot of that.
Or that'd be my guess on what that is all about.
Right there, there's right above you there, Mr. Still Winning, is the link to my email. If you can send me an email, I will go ahead and put your email in real quick, then bring you up on the stream. Now, if you come up on the stream and you're jamming music, just so I get a copyright, boot you off. But they did that to somebody, Farmer. Y'all remember Farm Boy 45? I don't even know if he's still alive. But be right back. Need fresh coffee. Sounds like me. All right. But he used to leave it up to where people could come in on Hangouts like total strangers. And somebody actually came in come into his chat, and it was a porno or something like that, and he couldn't turn it off. They like hacked his chat. All right, brother, I sent you the email. Oh, it's all right. Sending you an email now, so you got it back. Still waiting. Not a stranger. I've been doing this for a long time. Oh, I believe you. If you're that confident.
Yeah, James 3X's says no. The base trains everywhere, winter, different zones. The choppers are sheriff, local, not military. Well, right now they're probably using local sheriffs and police departments. They're probably using like Maine did when the game warden stopped paying for the helicopters to search for the growing marijuana. They hired people use their private helicopters and donated the time. So you might have people doing stuff like that too. I mean, we can't jump to the conclusion on what exactly is going on up there with that yet. But it's nice to know that they are flying the boundaries and the borders.
Absolutely. Like I said, I heard something. There was somebody very high. Hold on, I'm trying to type this in here. From Canada that released a almost like a podcast today. Somebody very high in the Canadian government talking about the coronavirus. Yeah, talking about the coronavirus and the dangers of it. I believe it's on blazingpress.com or Blazing Press YouTube channel. All right. Mr. Still winning, I just sent you the link. I'm going to run and grab some more coffee and take I won't be like, what's his name? Which he's awesome. Agenda Free TV. I need a timeout for 1 minute. No, I gotta go pee, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right back. Ouch.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Michael Gale. I heard that too, that some of the illegals that are trying to get into the border have, but it's also hearsay right now because there's no proof because they're going to keep that going down. Ladybug says, I'm going to leave a link in the comment section. Michigan Watch, all capitals, letters. They were shadow banning. He shared Paul's phone call. The link I will share is scary. I pray it's a psyop. Rhonda needs to get noodles and rice.
He's still not here.
Yeah, I read that. I heard about that too, Rhonda, that you can get a false positive or a false negative on some of the tests.
There's been tons of false negatives and false positives.
Well, Mr. Still Winning, that's what I do. I kind of like when Justin came over for me earlier on my live stream, he watched the chat, and I watch it when I come over with him. But we both still sit there and talk.
Absolutely. All right, there you are. Bam. Okay, maybe I typed it in wrong. All right. The link has been sent. Now, okay, let's just do maybe like a little poll. And be serious, people. How many people have never heard of Agenda 21 or the Georgia Guidestones? If you haven't, press 1. I just want to see if anybody here hasn't heard of it. And don't be ashamed if you haven't heard about it. What the hell? You there?
Yeah, I'm here, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got a lot of back noise feed.
Yeah,
Sounds
I'm
like
turn
you're
that down right now. Give me 1 second. That's why I wanted to take a second, but you were saying where am I? So I figured I'd jump on and figure it out later.
Well, we've got one.
I can mute you. I didn't know. I was taking a piss.
No,
we got
good.
one so far.
All right, so here's the deal, guys. If you can hear me at all, I'm just gonna pop in real quick and say what I gotta say. The only reason my cam isn't going is because I don't want to blow my cover on my YouTube channel. I don't show my face.
Right.
So I'm just gonna say that there's a lot of angles we could look at this from, man. it could be they're just using this for an excuse to come and grab people.
Right.
Because it's that important to them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that big of a deal to say, hey, they might have the virus. So
Right.
that's good enough reason for them to just say, hey, we'll say there's a virus out. We'll have all this footage of people going around with this virus and people dying in the streets and all types of crazy stuff to scare them, so that when we come door to door, like you guys were talking about last night with the wellness checks, they can just take people in. Not even just their guns, the whole people, anybody there.
Yeah, exactly.
You're already doing it.
Right.
So I watched the video last night, and it was, I'm not really on the InfoWars too much because I know too much about them, but it's an InfoWars video. It's David Knight. I'm sure you guys know who David Knight is. Right?
Yes.
And they were looking at the angle of maybe like all these other diseases, like the Zika virus and a million other things, swine flu, bird flu, and whatever else they got. They didn't really kill that many people, and it wasn't as bad as they said it was ever. So when they went back to it, they were like, where's all the people that have it and that have died? And they couldn't even, when they tested the people for SARS and stuff, they didn't even have it. So the whole point is they can use this and say, hey, this is a bad thing. It's out here, and now we're going to go and do all the things we need to do, and that's just their perfect excuse to come grab everybody they wanted to. And they have all the information from the NSA already on every single person.
Absolutely. I keep hearing my voice in the background.
Yeah, I'm going to turn, I'm going to put the headphones on so you don't hear me. Give me 1 second.
Hello, Renee.
Master. Hello, Betty Babe.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yep. All right. Okay, no echo.
Sorry.
Basically, like you're saying, this could be not a false flag, as we know, false flag, people die, but it could be a hoax. A lot of people think it's a hoax. Actually, we know Truck Dog 1 believes, or I don't know if he still does, but believes it's a hoax. But the document that Rhonda R. sent me today that I read, I knew already to a degree, but all these countries actually, work together. When it comes
from the UN.
Yeah, from the UN, exactly. And people, we're a sovereign country. United States. Well, I don't know. We're not as sovereign as y'all think we are.
Not anymore.
You know what I mean?
We used to be a sovereign country. Now that they took it over, we're more like a slave class.
Exactly. So what you're saying would be a perfect opportunity.
Oh, it'd be so perfect. I've been watching this for a long time, and I've been seeing a lot of movies. If you guys have paid attention to movies, with any type of disease or any type of apocalyptic scenery, they always go with some weird, strange thing that gets out. They show, a lot of them even show China first, right off the bat. They'll show China, like it outbroke from China, and whatever it is, it's going to kill everyone. Think about Bird Box, that thing that was in the air.
Oh, that was a great movie.
Dude, you can go every single one of them, I've combed through just a couple, and it's all in there. Go look up Contagion on YouTube. It'll show everything that's happening exactly to a T right this second. And it's a movie that's 10 years old.
And there's a lot of people out there that don't even know what MK Ultra is, which is a proven, government documents for mind control. That they start that in the early 70s.
Definitely, they started it even before that in the 60s.
Probably before then, yeah. So
and that is the mind control that we're under right now. We're actually under mind control. We don't understand that we're under mind control because we think that all these TV shows are just for entertainment. They're not. They're for straight up brainwashing. That's exactly what it's all for. They make movies, but they also do it to brainwash.
I was letting my wife know the other day, we were watching on Netflix. I said, you notice at the end of every show, it comes up and it says, it's a picture of a TV and it says idiot box. Idiot box. It'll come on, it'll pop up for a millisecond and then it's gone.
I've never seen that, and I haven't been on Netflix lately. It's probably something new.
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
seen it though.
Yeah, it pops up on each at the end of every episode.
What
It pops up and it says "idiot box."
do you know? What's most dangerous about watching anything on anything is the commercials. It's not
Right.
even what's in the movie. The movie is bad in itself, and it has a lot of MK Ultra in it. But at the same time, the commercials, they do things like entice people, confuse people, and brainwash people. When you see them, they have triggers in them. Just like when somebody says something, it could trigger you from something that you heard or a music that you were listening to weeks ago. You could have been listening to a track a few times that's programmed by them, and they say one word, it could trigger you from being brainwashed and listening to that so many times over and over again. And then them saying the code word just in the commercial can have you in a whole weird state of mind. You ever see what is it, Universal Soldier? I just watched the latest Universal Soldier. It was with Van Damme and the other big guy that's in it, the blonde dude.
Oh yeah, that's an oldie but a goodie.
It's called Day of Reckoning, the one that I watched. If you guys want to see it, and in that movie, they said in the beginning they had the two people talking back and forth. It was like the government talking back and forth, a lady and a guy, and he goes, "Call in the plumber," and the plumber is down. It's a normal guy down underneath a sink. But then all of a sudden, as soon as he gets a phone call, he puts the phone to his ear, they whisper a little something or whatever they do. And he goes into this weird state where he's seeing flashes, and then he's not himself, and he gets up and he's all weirded out. And he's like a freaking a ninja or something. He gets up and he's just like all ready to kill, and he walks out the house. The lady's like, "What are you doing?" And he goes to the underground thing with all the people with the chip in the back of their neck. Van Damme and all them people. So it like called him to that. There's a bunch of sleeper cells already in America ready to go and shoot things up. That's usually how it works. They'll MK Ultra some guy that thinks he's going to do something and wants to do something. They'll give him all the funding to do it. They'll set him up. They'll give him all the information. And then when he goes in there and does it, they'll use him as the patsy. So if they can do it through mind control, that's how they usually do it. And it's the same mind control they're using to do things like that to people, they're doing it to us.
Right. Sorry about that. Real quick, Brother Mitchell. I didn't even realize that was still up. But yeah, MK Ultra. When it comes to school shootings, the only dispute that I have about the Parkland shooting, which a lot of people want to beat the algorithms and not say it, but now they said that he went into that school with that AR-15 and he shot people point blank, stood over top of them and shot him in the head, and talked about how many people they shot. But when he was arrested, there was not one speck of blood on him. Now, I've shot many guns. I have guns. I've shot watermelons from 20 yards away and got watermelons splashback on me, like seeds and stuff. He did not have not one drop of blood on him. If you see where they handcuff him underneath the tree. So, if you have any idea what I'm talking about, the Parkland shooting.
I haven't even looked into the Parkland shooting at all. I've heard of it.
That was in Florida.
That
was in Florida, and they had that one. All those kids coming from the school, going against the NRA and all that stuff, and trying to ban weapons, assault rifles in Florida.
This is all part of what's going on because their plan in the Agenda 20. I was talking. I'm looking at the video. I thought you were still talking. My bad. All right, so all the stuff that they're doing right now, including the shootings, are all perpetuated more and more as time goes on. If you look at it, it's the same. It's the same with these weird cancers and all these weird diseases that are coming out, and all these weird things in the hospital. Other than all these viruses, because people don't know about that either. Your wife probably knows exactly what I'm talking about. All the things that are in the hospitals are so weird. They don't even know what's coming in and out, and they don't even quarantine people. They just try to treat them for what they have, and that's scary. For that to be at the hospital, you can catch them at the hospital and die just for going in for a broken arm.
All right,
go ahead, Vern.
Truck Dog says he's not swallowing everything he's being dished, and me and Justin say this all the time. We're just dropping things for you to look into for yourselves.
Yeah,
I do plenty of investigation. I do plenty of work behind it. And when I bring something up, it's to put the bug in your ear and for you to go do the looking and the work and
That's
come to
exactly
your own conclusion on what we're talking about.
That's how he's going to renew his mind, Vern, by getting in there and trying to do some research. Because listen to us isn't going to change his mind. Listening to us isn't going to make him figure out what's going on. It might give him a clue, it might give him a hint, but that's it. That's all we're really here to do. You have to do your own research. If you don't and you rely on other people's stuff, you don't know what could be true. You have to test it all with the Bible. Every single bit of it. I suggest that you do that too. Test every single thing that you hear from us. If you can't find it in the Bible, don't believe it.
Well, I won't find it in the Bible because I don't read the Bible.
Hold on, James
There's
3.
some good stuff in the Bible, Vern, man. There's the best stuff in the Bible. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I've figured it out through the research. I could show you some spectacular things.
Well,
we have a lot of Prophet Easy One and stuff that knows Scripture. We're actually a Christian-based channel,
That's
but
awesome.
we have believers and non-believers. And now
That's how it should be.
Vern's belief, because of his Native American heritage, he believes in the certain beliefs of the Native Americans. Me personally, I'm 3/4 Native American.
I got Cherokee in my blood.
Yeah, I got Cherokee.
So I feel you, Vern. We're brothers, not only in this world, but we're brothers as Indians. So
yeah, and that's one thing I said, on this channel, people actually love because, you could be like, oh, or I could be like, oh, you don't believe in God, boot you off. And then Truck Dog, when he started questioning the virus, and I believe that it's 100% real. I believe it's a weapon used for Agenda 21, just for the dates, the way they add up. The kickoff was, they announced it too.
It gets worse and worse. They definitely released it. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying it was announced that I believe December 31st or January 1st of the first coronavirus case, before people, were really woke up to it. And they have till 2021 to bring the population down to a certain number.
Exactly.
And they're doing it.
For saying that. Thank you.
And they're doing
go off this. The Georgia Guidestones should be you guys' first thing to go to about this.
We talk about it all the time on this channel.
250,000, isn't it?
Right.
500 million.
500. Okay, 500 million. Thank you, Vern.
Mm-hmm.
That's more understandable, right?
The way to connect the dots for that is Agenda 21, Agenda 2030, World Population 2050 map, Georgia Guidestones.
Right.
That's not the only monument. They have many monuments all over America that they just don't put on the news that you could find online. Look up monuments that say scary things.
Yeah,
You'll see a million weird monuments that just resurrected out of nowhere. This is their new world order they're talking about. The control they got on everything, the brainwash they got on the people, the political stuff they got in the bag with the voting and how it's fake and all that, and the fact that they have the 10 families running everything from the top. All they need to do is follow direction. They get initiated, and if they don't follow direction, they get killed. That's it. That's how
absolutely. It's been. And people think that's like Vern said,
I got so many
JFK.
links. I got so many links if people need them. I'll give them to the ninja later when we're done.
Okay, and then brother Reese here, there's a lot of links coming up, but there was something I was going to say, and when you were talking, both of y'all.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's all right.
I'm going crazy right now because I got so much. Go on.
No, you don't say sorry, but I'm trying to remember what it entailed. Shit. Well, anyways, when it comes to depopulation, I'll just go off. And if people truly think it's fear mongering and fear porn, those are going to be the people that are the first to go.
Absolutely.
And then, I'm a strong believer. This is what I would say about people say FEMA camps are, that's a conspiracy.
That's where everybody's going very soon. With this virus.
Let me explain this to you, Tony. I believe that's your name on that channel. But I've been in the building industry my whole life. My brother was a builder. My dad was a builder. I'm a concrete finisher. I own my own concrete company, which I've helped build. Beautiful. Now, the excuse that they give for the Walmart aka FEMA camps, with the barbed wires facing inward instead of outward to keep people. They're trying to keep people in, but they say that it's to why they have security 24/7 is because to make sure nobody steals the copper and the air conditioner units on top of the building. Now you're talking
tell you all
something.
that, but I know so much about the Walmarts. The Walmarts, they have two different locations in each place.
Yeah, let me make my valid point real quick though. All I want to say is to people that don't believe it, you do not spend $100 or $1.5 million to put up all the security, all the chain link fence, and have 24-hour security to protect less than $100,000 worth of copper on the roof of a Walmart. All right, it's bullshit.
Oh yeah, it's bullshit.
Okay,
it's bullshit. I agree with that 110%.
Right. Okay. No, I was talking to everybody in the chat. But yeah, I think. Go ahead, Vern.
Ladybug said Amazing Polly has a lot of things of future technology they plan to use to mind control us. So much more than you would think. Nanotechnology and vaccines. Everyone will want this vaccine. Now, with her saying that name, Mitchell, if you can find Amazing Polly's channel, please put that up there. People want to see someone who does investigating. Anything you want to see or hear about, she literally breaks it down. She shows on her computer what she went to, where she found it, how she got it. I mean, she does better investigations than 98% of us on YouTube.
Nice.
That's
and
awesome.
Her name is Amazing Polly. And it's because and the reason for her name is it's not because she is the Amazing Polly. It's because she's literally saying, I am amazing myself. So she is Amazing Polly. She's amazing herself with what she finds.
Yeah, she's basically saying it in the third person, so to speak. Amazing Polly. All right. Wendy says Grand Supreme News has a lot of good things to say about this channel. Yeah, Grand Supreme Lewis, he is awesome. His wife Jessica is absolutely wonderful. So
hey Jay, I've been doing this a long time, and I've been watching channels. I've been watching channels with one person or two people or a couple people, and I'm going to tell you right now, you got a really good thing going on this channel, brother. You got a lot of good people, and you guys have been doing it the right way, which is just being authentic. And I give you guys a million kudos for that, man. You guys are doing awesome.
Well, truly appreciate that. We're glad to have you a part of the team now. I just wanted to say something in the chat. Good morning, everyone. Where are you from?
Where's who from? Me?
No.
I'll tell you guys where. I'll tell you where about I'm from. No. I'm from New York.
Bernice said, "Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Yeah. Where are? Yeah, you're definitely not in the U.S.
Dubai.
Oh, the Netherlands. Awesome. Yeah. Bernice.
Speaking of the Netherlands,
is there? No, go ahead. I was going to ask her. Has there been any cases in the Netherlands?
In the Neverland?
Yeah, I wonder.
Yeah, have you heard of the coronavirus? Because actually, a lot of people think that the coronavirus, if it's too cold, it'll die out. No, it's quite the opposite.
Oh, yeah. It lives from 23 to 48 days, I believe, in the cold. And you know what freaked me out is watching Trump go, oh, this thing is going to be gone in April. He goes, the weather's going to be hot and it's going to go away. And I'm thinking in my head, what idiot told him that as a joke? And he believed it. He thought that they were serious. Like, he thought they were serious and was like, yeah, great, it's going to be gone.
That's what we're talking about. The powers that be, the big
the people who run the show.
Yeah,
run the show. We're not in the club. None of us are. Whether we think we are or not.
Of course not. We don't.
Even if you're linked in with the people, you're not linked in with those 10 people that really run things. And you won't ever be because the pyramid, it goes up so high.
Well, yeah.
Man, that's the plan. And if they have to use this virus, they will.
strong believer in that. Like that's what I say. You better fear no man, never fear death. I truly mean it. Death is swift, heaven is forever.
Amen.
So, but the warmer weather is so much warmer this year by accident. Well, we all know here on this channel, weather modification when it comes to HARP, etc.
That's another thing. Great point. It's everything. I can go down the list of 10 to 15 to 20 to 30 different things that they all have planned. And it's cancers, it's plagues, it's new security measures on everything to lock everything down. So everybody needs a passport and everybody needs an ID and everybody needs your papers. Let me get your papers for everything, wherever you are.
Exactly. And I want to put this out to people when, I'm a strong believer that it's very prophetic. But people say, well, it's man-made. It's not made by God. Well, God creates us. God gives people
God knew this was going to happen. That's why he put it in there. He knew exactly what was going to go down. And it's great that he warns us. We're lucky that he warns us.
But what I'm saying, a lot of people say, oh, well, man created this virus. Well, God gave man the knowledge or the ability to learn, etc., but he gave us free will. So these people that choose the dark side to make, to bioengineer a virus, etc., in a sense, that's still created by God. God's not, doing MK Ultra on somebody and saying, do this, this, and that. But he gave us everybody, each soul is different. Everybody has their own special gift from God. Absolutely. And some people it's a brain that is just a genius brain that knows how to bioengineer viruses.
There's so many people working on this stuff. They have all of our youth. They have already admitted it over and over again in the colleges and in all the schools. They have the young minds already. That's where they're getting 90% of all their stuff is from our young minds. That's the scariest part.
Well, it's just like Nazi Germany. People think that that propaganda. Hitler he wasn't elected all batshit crazy. It was when they elected him, it was all this.
Slowly but surely, this guy came out with some craziness, and then they just said, "Whatever, we've been rocking with him."
Yeah, because exactly, and it was that
there
propaganda.
Was even a coup d'etat. Did you know that they tried to kill him?
They blew the. I think
they didn't make it. You know why they didn't make it? America stopped them.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
James 3XS. That Canadian lab technician. No, the Canadian lab technician that brought up the questions on modification. No, he was doing things wrong. Got fired. Got hired by the one in Wuhan, and guess what? He might have been asking questions, and they didn't like his questions. That could be why he got fired. But he got fired and got hired on at that one in Wuhan, and then we had another dude trying to sneak out of this country with it in his socks.
Yeah, I heard about that. I want you real quick, Vern, if you're able to, because I'm going to jump off here. I didn't realize how long I've been on, but the letter that Anthony sent you, the text message that's in the UK that they got on the hospital doors. Vern, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Do you have that available to read it?
It's on my phone, and seeing how I'm on my phone, not really. But I know what it says.
Okay.
It tells the people in the UK, have you been in an infected area in the last 14 days? Have you come in touch with a coronavirus infected person within the last 14 days? Have you touched anything infected in the last 14 days? Do you have these three things? It was the dry cough, sleepiness, high fever, and it goes on to say that they want you to call a certain phone number. Don't go to the hospital.
Just to let them know. Go on.
Don't go to the hospital. And if you do go to the hospital, do not approach people. Do not approach the staff. They'd rather you call this 02, whatever the numbers are, phone number, and they will tell you where to go and how to go about doing this. And that's straight off the UK. It was a like our alert system. It was an alert over there or something.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, you can pass this on when you don't even when you're not even symptomatic. So the fact that it can spread within the 20-something days that it takes for it to come out, it's not even 14 days, right?
It's
days.
25. The are not
24 days.
Right. So, and it's just going to get worse. Just to let you guys know, it's like Justin said, it's going to jump back and forth, not just from animals to insects back to humans, but they have engineered it at every level. So you can expect this stuff to just get worse and worse and worse and worse. And every detail that they come out with, it's going to scare you guys to death.
It's a freaking.
Read Psalm 91, like Bubba said.
we talk about it, but it's a freaking a ninja virus that they created.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of ninjas, for sure.
Once again, I forgot what the heck I was going to say. Damn.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Buddy.
No. It's not you. It's my stupid brain.
You're not stupid. Stop it.
Well, my brain is right now. I completely forgot what I was.
Brain farting all night, but we all do that.
Right? I have been. Operation Depopulation. Once again, this is definitely
this is what it looks like when it's not scripted, guys. Just to let you know.
Well, that's how we
a teleprompter, you know.
That's how we roll. But that's another thing too. You know, like I said, I'm a huge Trump supporter. You may not be. A lot of people.
I think it's all the same. Can I make a point about that real quick?
No, that's what I was saying.
It's all the same. Listen, I will break everybody's denomination to their political party right now by saying that voting has been corrupted by being computerized. The second they made it computerized, they corrupted the whole
Absolutely.
system. It used to be right. Now now they can make 1 million votes in somebody's favor. Matter of fact, the one guy on YouTube, it's a black guy, I forget his name, Dick Gregory, that's his name.
I'm subscribing.
He was going, I think he's dead now, rest his soul, but he had a lot of good information. He said that he ran for governor in a state, and there came up millions of votes in his name on accident because of computerized voting. And he goes, there wasn't even millions of people in the state, so it made no sense. And then they tried to cover the whole thing up, and they wouldn't
try to cover it all up. I remember
it's all nonsense. So anybody that thinks that the voting is really going to determine who runs us, it's not. They determine who runs us. But go on.
No, you're 1,000% correct. And like I said, it blew my mind when I started to wake up. And my brother told me, when I was younger, that, like I said before, the president doesn't run our country and run the world like I used to think when I was younger.
Right.
There's only just a handful of people that run this world.
They'll cycle them out. They'll cycle them out, and the ones that are the loyalists, they'll keep them in. Like the Clintons, they'll keep them in as long as they can, as long as they're loyal and as long as they're doing corruption that they have on file to come at them. They're with it.
Well, you look at Gaddafi. What did he want to do? He wanted to have his own currency backed by a gold standard, and the big bankers they weren't about to have that because then the petrodollar and the Federal Reserve is a bunch of BS. Anyways, it
all has to do with your identification number.
Yeah.
Your identification number is basically your bank account. That's why everyone has two different names. They have their regular name, and then they have their name in all caps, which is a bank account.
Right, and then you got to.
And they sell you on the stock market all day.
People don't know that.
In a lifetime.
Yeah, people don't know that, and like I said, people.
We are a tax farm, people.
Exactly, and your birth certificate basically is collateral to the government.
Yeah, and now that they owe China and everybody that they do, don't you think that instead of telling them we're going to pay you, they're going to come with our birth certificates because they don't have the money to pay them? They can't even print all that money to pay them. So what they tell them is one day we're going to let you invade America, and you're going to take all these people as your slaves. That's the Red Dawn scenario. That's what's coming. No joke. I'm not playing. Go watch Red Dawn. That is exactly what's going down.
I love the original, not the second one.
They are going to come in swinging as hard as they can. And you know what? I want to bring this video up real quick. I don't want you to end it before I do this because it's really important. It's a HR Bill 8791 or something like that, and everyone says it's fake, but there's no way they fake this. This is like something that's real that they put on the onion to make look fake, but that's what they do with everything real. They spin it around and try to make it look fake. So this is a real video I'm about to play. I hope we don't get. Are we going to get copyrighted if it's a YouTube video?
Possibly.
It's the classified thing. Have you ever heard it? It's like classified this and classified that. And it's in Congress. Here, let me play it. You guys got it here. F the system. HR bill classified. All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
I gotta unplug my mic for a second.
It actually, it weren't the Vatican that started the first banks. It was the Knights Templar. They started the banking system.
The Federal Reserve was on Jekyll Island, wasn't it?
This funding shall commence in conjunction with the first attack on classified. So Congress shall now vote for approval of H.R. 8791, the Homeland Terrorism Preparedness Bill. Said bill requests emergency response funding up to and including, this section is classified, dollars to prepare for national level terrorist attack and or attack from classified.
Okay, but
for first responder personnel and vehicles will be doubled if said attack leads to
way
more
too
than 80%
much.
of the national population being
All right,
affected
hold on.
by classified. This funding shall commence in conjunction.
All right, can you guys hear me?
yeah, it was so muffled you couldn't understand what the guy was saying.
All right, so I'm gonna post the I'll post the video so you guys can just go watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, if you could put it in the link.
Yeah, and I got the unclassified version if you guys want to know what he's really saying. And
Right.
He's basically talking about everything that's going on right now. They voted on a bill in 2011 about this, about a virus X. That's what the classified thing is. About something about flesh eating, spewing, FEMA protected birthing centers, talking about moving things underground in the sewer, their supplies and all. It's crazy. You people got to listen. Yeah, it's so crazy. And that's what popped in my head when this all started happening, because I do a lot of research. I'm a news hound and I'm a research hound, and I love great information to share with people. That's just what I do. I find good stuff and I give it out. And that's basically my thing to humanity. That's what I'm doing for humanity.
Well, that's what we're supposed to do, brother.
Yeah, that's what everybody should do. Everybody should share that information instead of hiding it from people and getting their head puffed up and thinking like they do. That's what normal these day people do. They don't share the information, and they also put people down that share good information. That's horrible.
Oh, absolutely. We are definitely living in very prophetic days, and I'm a firm believer that we are the last generation. And this stuff, it's written in the Bible, the Word of God. All this stuff is playing out to a T. Like I said,
because God's the one that made the first prediction about all this, not them. They're just copying what He's saying. You're absolutely right.
Well, it's coming. So everybody, you got to get right with God. Even I got to get more right with God. But anyways, we're gonna jump off here, everybody. But definitely, we'll do. Vern, you up to the live stream tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow's a holiday, anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, listen, I do this for a living to get a bunch of people onto a channel or to share views. I have millions of people that listen to the podcast that I could flood into your channel if you want.
It'd be great. I'm not all about numbers, but I'm all about.
I just want to have a lot of people in on what we're doing and getting this information. That'd be great.
Well, my subscribers, subs/friends, brothers and sisters in Christ, non-believers, believers, like Vern, Axon Jackson, Brother Mark, oh my gosh, so many sister, the Agajanias, Jesse Wessel, there's everybody.
Yeah.
Even Vern,
We're all a family,
they're like,
man. I agree.
yeah, exactly. They're like family to me. So the more information, and that's where the numbers part comes in. You know, I'm not all about numbers, but if there's, you know, bring
There's
more.
so many people. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. I'm gonna do that.
The more
So it's
people
gonna be
are
tougher.
awake. Yeah.
Yeah.
The more awake people that come to this channel that could help possibly save somebody's life.
I think we should all get together. I think we should all gather out. They're afraid of this. They're afraid of us gathering online and using our resources to help each other. They're afraid of that. So if anybody's willing to do that, we could talk about that and come up with a plan. We could even make a place in each city that somebody goes to instead of the hospital, so they don't have to go to FEMA. Just that would be cool enough.
I never thought that's pretty smart.
Yeah, like, dude, they can kill this virus with UV lights. All you would need to do is put UV lights on the doorways everywhere, and nothing would ever come in.
Pretty smart there, bub.
Dude, my head goes a million miles an hour, man. I'm ready. I'm built for this.
Don't forget, Northern Ireland loves you guys. Thank you from Northern Ireland. Much
love. Thanks for everybody in the chat. Thanks for all you guys letting me get on and accepting me just out of nowhere. I really appreciate Vern seeing me in the chat and saying everybody stop and this is what he wants to do. That's great, and I appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely, that's how we roll on this channel.
You guys are awesome.
Even the trolls, we let them hang around for a while, and if they get too crazy, then they gotta go. So, but yeah, you gotta be.
You know where you're gonna find the most opposition is when you're making breakthroughs. That's where all these trolls come from, because you're actually making breakthroughs.
Yeah, that's why I told Vern, you know, the more popular you get and the more, you know, you're spreading the news, that's when you start getting the trolls, you know, the haters, the ones
they don't want to see you shine. They don't want to see this info get out, and they don't want to see you doing what it takes, man. If they get that jealous thing going on. But nobody should be jealous of anybody. Everybody should just do their own thing and be grateful for what they got.
Only in a perfect world, brother. That'll never happen.
I know, but that's how our minds should be directed. Even if we're not doing that, we should be thinking about doing that.
You know, it's just like, not to cut you off, but it's just like everybody, these Bernie Sanders fans or whatever, but they want socialism, and they want free college. And I always say, I've said this many times, why would you want free college? Because in a socialist country, you cannot be an entrepreneur. You can't start your own company. The government owns everything. So you'll never get you'll go to college for 4 to 8 years, get a nice degree, but you're going to make the same amount of money as somebody at McDonald's or whatever, you know, because it's all.
The whole system is set up to have full control. So if they can control you through your McDonald's job, they do.
Yeah, but I'm saying I want free college. I want free college. For what? You're not going to make no more money than the guy down the street.
They don't want a guy doing his own thing. They don't want a guy starting his own business. 80% of businesses fail because the system is set up to make you fail. Amen. So I would suggest that we all just huddle together in this time, man. It's not about money. It's not about business. It's not about getting over somebody. It's not about trying to get your popularity and your name up. I learned a long time ago when I first got saved, I realized how important it is to just be yourself and be authentic. As long as you can do that and not want anything from anyone, you're going to be good, you're going to get far, and God's going to help you and protect you. So just have faith. That's all I got to say for all that.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. Hopping off here, we usually Vern has his, when he ends every live stream or video, he has his saying. I have mine. I don't know if you have one, but we're gonna go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right, you go first, all
right. I just want to let everybody know that what's most important is that we see this coming. The hit that makes you fall is the one that you don't see coming.
Amen.
So we're seeing this coming, and I've seen this coming for the last 15 years. And anybody that's been watching this like we have, we've been watching it creep up, and now it's to the point where it's here, guys. So lace your boots up. I don't know if you got to tell yourself to get your head into the game. You need to inspire yourself. You need to get around other people that care about you and want to inspire you and help you. But you need to get away from the people that don't, and you need to push forward and do what's right. That's all that's important here. Go ahead.
Amen. Go ahead, Vern.
Stay safe, stay alert, and always do things the way they work best for you. Thank you.
All right. Fear no man, never fear death. Get right with God, fight the good fight, and always stay locked and loaded. God bless
Always.
each and every one of y'all. Later.
Later, bro. Thank you.